soon to be call center agent. This is Nayumi Cee speaking. For today's topic, as you can see, we'll talk about part 2 of our 27 VXI interview questions and answers. So I'll be answering questions 16 up until 27. So if you haven't watched questions number 1 to 15 of this video, I'll just put the link in the description box down below, so you can also watch it right after this video, or you can watch it first, whichever you prefer. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so question number 16 is, do you have your diploma or transcript of record? So this is like a general question, and you can answer it this way. Say, yes, I have both my diploma and transcript of record with me. I can submit it at any time when needed. So be honest, if you have both of those, just tell them, because if not, that's okay. Either of the two is possible. So let's say you only have diploma, then you can provide that. If you have transcript of record, that's fine. But if you have both, then that's perfect. Okay, so another sample answer that you can consider is, I have my transcript of record with me. Our school hasn't released our diplomas yet, but I can submit it as well once we have it. So basically, you're telling them that you don't have your diploma just yet because your school hasn't released it, but you can also submit it once you have it. So you just don't tell them that, okay, I don't have diploma, but you are like telling them that I can still get it and still submit it once I have it with me. Okay, next is, I don't have both diploma and TOR with me, or transcript of record, as I just recently graduated. I will process it as soon as I pass this job interview with you. So basically, this is when you're a fresh graduate, you don't have your diploma with you as well as your TOR, and you're just being honest with your interviewer. But don't just say I don't have both. You will still say, or you will add, I will process it as soon as I pass this job interview with you, or other reasons, as long as you will still do ways in order to get those important credentials, because these are really necessary during the hiring process. These are requirements in order for you to start working. So this is like a very good indication if your interview is already asking you these questions, because chances are they are already looking into a potential employee, and that's you. Okay, so next is 17. Do you have an NBI clearance ready? So just like any other credentials, this is important, and to be honest, this is one of the critical requirements of VXI is asking applicants. The first, the most important for them is the medical certificate, medical clearance, as they say, because of the pandemic, and then the NBI clearance as well. So pardon me if I speak kind of slow in terms of English. You can actually change the speed of this video, change it to 1.25. So I'll speak a little a little faster. Okay, pardon. Next is, sample answer is, yes, I have my NBI clearance ready with me. So these are basically my answer, because I already have all of those credentials before you even apply. So that's something that you can do as well. Next is, I haven't processed my NBI clearance, as this is my first time applying for a job. However, I can submit an online application to get one as soon as possible. Okay, so I always say that even if you don't have it with you, you still have to tell them that you will do your best in order to get one as soon as possible time. Okay, so don't just say a close-ended answer like, I don't have NBI clearance and that's it. Okay, that's something negative, and you will be rejected if you say like that or you answer that way. So don't answer way too simple sentences. Okay. Next is, do you have your SSS or TIN ID ready? Okay. So my example answer for that is, of course, yes, I have both SSS and TIN ID ready. So for SSS, you can get membership even if you don't have just yet. For TIN ID, I believe if this is your first time to apply in apply a job, I'm sorry, then it's going to be the company who will process your TIN ID. But there are certain requirements for that which you can check with them and ask them what would that be. So my sample answer is, since this is my first time applying for a job, I don't have SSS and TIN ID just yet. However, I will get one right after this job interview of mine or some other reasons. So yeah. Other is, since this is my first time applying for a job, I don't have TIN ID just yet. As for SSS ID, I already have that since I've got SSS membership before I even start working. Okay? So it actually depends on your situation. These are like sample answers only that you can consider if this like falls into your current situation. Number 19, tell me about your previous work experience or experiences if you have tons of experiences already. So sample answer is, I don't have previous work experience as I just finished my degree in Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in English. However, I've done practice teaching during our on-the-job training days. During those times, I am attending classes, teaching students the use of proper English grammar, etc. Okay, so basically you tell them that you don't have an experience just yet because you're a fresh graduate and you don't have job experience specifically, but you can tell them what you've done during your on-the-job training days. So before you graduate in college, you've got to do on-the-job training. So that's something that you can tell your interview. What are those things that you did during those times? Tell them, okay? Next is, I worked as sales specialist in a marketing company for 2 years. As a sales specialist, my main duty is to talk to clients, offer deals, and close sales. Okay, so this is something that you can consider as well. Number 20, I think. Yes, why did you leave your previous job? So again, if you want me to give you tips on how to nail this question, I already created videos about this, like the 42 questions. So I will also put the link in the description box down below so you can also check it out. So my sample answer is, I leave my previous job not because I wanted to, but because I am one of the employees who's been laid off. Our company is one of those who had been greatly affected by this pandemic, and so they needed to reduce their manpower. Otherwise, they will not be able to provide the right compensation for their workers. So this is a very good answer, especially if the reason why you left your previous job is because you'd been laid off by your employer and it's not your fault. That's something that call center companies understand. So you just tell them, be honest, and yeah, you can answer this question this way. Next says, I leave my previous job because I would like to work in a more challenging environment where I can showcase the skills and experience I've got. Okay, this is a simple answer to that question that you can consider. Next is, how did you resign in those companies? Did you render or is it immediate? So your answer should be, I formally submitted my resignation and offer 30 days to continue working to give the company enough time to look for an employee who will replace my position. So this is like the ideal way in order for you to resign in a company. You should at least offer at least 30 days render. In VXI, I believe you really have to render 30 days before you can resign. So that's why I put in that particular answer. Next is, were you cleared in those companies? So here's how you can answer that. Yes, I am 100% cleared in those companies. I can submit my certificate of employment as proof. Alright. Next question is, why did you leave your job after 4 months? Why only 4 months? Or it depends how long have you stayed in that company? Is it just 2 months, 1 month, 6 months? Just tell them. And then here's my answer. I leave my job for only 4 months of working because of the unexpected situation brought by this pandemic. It's mainly because of the pandemic thing, right? So if you have other reasons, then just be honest and tell them. Number 24, what will be your reasons for you to leave the company? So my classic answer to that question is, as of the moment, my main goal is to be part of this growing company of yours. I'm not seeing any reason to leave your company. Next is, do you have plans to go on vacation in the next 6 months or work abroad? My answer is, I don't have plans going on a vacation in the next 6 months, especially with the situation we're in, nor working abroad. I prefer working here in the Philippines. Alright, next question is, we will be conducting background check. Are you okay with that? You should answer it this way. Yes, I am very much willing to submit myself in a background check. Last question that we have is, do you have any question for me? Of course, you do. Yes. But before that, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your time and patience as we are doing this interview. My question is, if I pass this interview, what will be the next steps to be done? So yes, this is actually what I did. Before I asked them the question, I took the opportunity to say thank you so much because you've given me a call, you interviewed me. I appreciate your patience as you're interviewing with me as well. And yeah, I asked them what's the next steps to be done if ever I pass the interview, and they told me what are the next steps. So basically, I think I already passed it. So yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you learned something. By the way, we have a Facebook page named Nayumi Cee. You can visit that page, like that page, please, and also send me the message there. By the way, if you want me to refer you at VXI, then you can send me a private message in that Nayumi Cee page. I will reply as quickly as I can. You only have to provide me your full name along with your complete a full name along with your contact number, so I can forward it over to our recruitment team and they'll contact you, of course. And yep, by the way, please make sure to like this video, share this video, follow me on my social media accounts, comment down below. I'll surely appreciate that. And of course, when you subscribe to my channel, make sure to turn on the notification bell button. Thank you. And yep, thank you so much for watching. This is Nayumi Cee once again. Have a wonderful day. Today is Friday, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye.